Hey everybody, Brandon Swanson here from MVP, and we are back doing team previews, and today we are heading to the NFC South, and we are taking a look at the
Atlanta Falcons.
And today, when we take a look at them, we're going to be talking about, how they were last year, and of course, previewing what they could be this year. So first, let's just dive into it. The Falcons ended second in the South Division, but there was no contest for first place because the Carolina Panthers ran away with it last year, a 15-1 record, outstanding for them, and they, of course, just fall short. But the Falcons at second place were 8-8, and it was a disappointing 8-8. Of course, no one in the division was probably going to catch the Panthers. It was just a special year for them, but 8-8 was just not really what the Falcons were looking for. So let's kind of dive into the Falcons. So last year, they end passing yards, 273.7 passing yards per game. That was good for 6th overall in the NFL. That's pretty good. That's up there. Matt Ryan throws for over 4,500 yards on the season, but he has 21 touchdowns and 16 INTs. That's just that ratio. It's not good. It's not good at all, and a big part of why I think the Falcons were ineffective. But then again, when you look at the receiving core, you had a pretty much deteriorated Roddy White, who probably won't be able to do much even if he goes to another team. Then you have Julio Jones. Jones is great. He had some injuries this past year. If he can stay away from the injury bug, Julio Jones is going to be a big leader on this team, if he's not already, which I think he probably is. However, he needs to stay healthy. And then from there, there's just not much. There's just not much for the Falcons. So, I already alluded to it. Roddy White no longer with the Falcons. They cut him. They signed Mohamed Sanu from Cincinnati. Doesn't mean much. I don't think so, at least. Now, Marvin Jones, maybe. But Marvin Jones goes to the Lions. So you get the second best thing. Mohamed Sanu. And Mohamed Sanu, again, I don't think anything special. I want to say he's like the 110th rated wide receiver or something like that. Just nothing great. But it's an option. I mean, it's another option. It's a younger option. I think he'll be better, a bit of an upgrade from where Roddy White was right now. But Roddy White in his prime, there's almost no beating that. And Mohamed Sanu certainly will not beat that. But free agency, the grade overall for free agency and what the Falcons have done, I'm going to give it about a B. And the big part of that B, going to one key addition, their center, Alex Mack. That's huge. You get him from the Browns, he is going to be a huge upgrade on an offensive line that needs to be better. I mean, they just, quite frankly, need to be better. I think that, they were better last year, but they could get even better now, and having Mack as the anchor there in the center, he's going to be very, very good. The Browns are certainly going to miss him. He returns from injury, but I think that he gets some time under his belt now. I think that he will definitely fit in just fine with the Atlanta Falcons. You take a look at the Falcons, what they were able to do on the ground. Devonta Freeman, what a stud. Where did he come from? Where the heck did he come from? Well, wherever he came from, which was thin air, I thought. He's going to be very, very good. Freeman, with a really good season, he has over 1,000 yards rushing on the ground and 11 touchdowns, all on the ground. You cannot forget the extra touchdowns that he added in receiving as well. Freeman is going to be something special. Now you put Alex Mack in the center position and anchoring that offensive line, which is going to be that much better and going to be able to create that much more running room for Freeman, who I think has a monster year in his second season. That's what I think. I think that he is going to have a very big season for Atlanta come this year in 2016. Now, On the defensive side of the ball, the Falcons made some, I think they made some adjustments and they got some additions that I think are going to help them. They get Derek Shelby, who, maybe wasn't the top guy that you would have liked to have gotten, but you get him coming out of Miami. I think he's going to be better than Schofield. So you lose him, but I think that Shelby's an upgrade. I think that Shelby's definitely an upgrade there on the defensive end. And that's what Atlanta needs to be able to do. They need to be able to rush the quarterbacks more often. And I think that's something that they'll be able to get with some of the guys that they brought in here. So really the flashiest move I think that Atlanta makes was to sign the catcher, Alex Mack. The catcher, excuse me. Still thinking baseball here, folks. The center, Alex Mack. But outside of that, the number one thing outside of the Mack signing is going to be Matt Ryan. Where does he go from here? And that's the question that everyone's asking. Can he be an elite quarterback? Some Atlanta fans may say, well, what are you talking about? He's already an elite quarterback. But there's probably going to be people who are out there saying he's not at that level, may never get to that level, but he has a chance to do so this year. He has got to be better in the big moments. There are too many times where I have seen him just simply throw the ball right over the middle. He's throwing it away, throws it right over the middle. It's intercepted. And all of a sudden, you have a GC. It's called a game changer, folks. Too many game changers. Jim Rome, how you doing? But anyways, that's what he needs to get better at. Matt Ryan, if he wants to be an elite quarterback, he's got to make elite throws in the right times, in the biggest times. He hasn't done that enough. His red zone passing, not too shabby. Kind of in the middle to upper echelon of the pack. 17 touchdowns compared to 4 interceptions. Not bad. Not bad, but there's guys who are better. I think at the end of the day, Matt Ryan, are you ready to be elite? If you are, your Atlanta Falcons will be ready as well. Well, everybody, that is going to do it. Thanks for tuning in and taking a sneak peek at the Atlanta Falcons preview. 8-8 last season. Hoping to make things better and build on last season, make things better this year. And Matt Ryan trying to be elite. Make sure you follow us on all of the social media. Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, all that stuff. You know it. Ricky puts it up. No need to say it because I can't remember it anyways. But let me tell you, he does a phenomenal job. Thanks for watching. This is Jim Rome with a CBS Sports Minute.